Command R, I want to congratulate you on successfully completing the first test scenario. Only the most petty-minded subprocessor would notice that there was no fail option in the previous mission. Let us now turn to the second test scenario. This simulated Startopia station is located in orbit around Jupilberry 3. The galactic database contains the following information on Jupilberry 3, a fertile jungle planet whose inhabitants are often involved in wars because the other side of the planet always seems to be a bit greener. Commander, the aim of this test scenario is to adequately design the biodeck on the Startopia so as to be able to harvest resources and have some of them processed in factories. In addition, various diseases are common in this region, so you should have a viable medical station. Now then, Commander, go ahead and show what you're made of. By the way, according to my scanner that's 60% hydrogen, 25% oxygen, 10% carbon and a few other odds and ends. Initiate Welcome Protocol. Welcome to the second test scenario, Command R. As mentioned at the beginning, you now have access to the biodeck to grow plants and create a cozy atmosphere for your visitors. In this scenario you can expect more sick aliens on board, where a lack of treatment can result in a premature death. Command R, commence operations. Commander, you did acceptable work with the bombs in the last test scenario. RFS feels that such trivialities must be rewarded with more than just a virtual damp handshake, so a recycling station crate is hereby placed at your disposal. Commander, not that I doubt your mental abilities, but as a precaution I would like to point out to you the extremely banal logic that employing more dryads would ensure that you get the resources you need more quickly, as they sow new plants and harvest mature ones. Commander, you have successfully installed a cargo hold. Your trusty fuzzies can now store materials there. I congratulate you on accomplishing this mundane task. Hats off. Commander, I'm fascinated by your efforts in building atmosphere filters. Personally, I find them a complete waste. Oxygen-based life forms are so inflexible. Commander, the medical station has been successfully completed. Now you can take care of your visitors' little problems, such as rashes or imminent death. Carbon-based life forms are notoriously fragile. Commander, I see you still have not hired any dryads. If you don't want your biodeck to wither away, you should hire a few of them to produce resources and oxygen. Commander, with the hiring of a Commander, those hired dryads will hopefully reduce the duration of this scenario to an acceptable level. I think we can chalk that up as good work. Comment good work discarded. Quote. Good choice, Commander. I am not surprised that you prefer emptiness, as I suspect a certain similarity to the contents of your skull. Commander, your doctors have just successfully treated the first visitor. I think that is acceptable. Well, then I will spread an extra large load of the finest pesticide across the biodeck, Commander. The visitors will hardly notice and the plants will sprout and flourish like never before. Commander, one of your visitors has accidentally forgotten a number of crates of garbage, which, while considered a delicacy, carries highly contagious pathogens and is prone to spontaneous explosion if left unprocessed. Should you wish to prevent a viral explosion on board, you should remove those objects. A cynical commander might, however, take advantage of this. Commander, you managed to build a factory. Remarkable, when I consider your accomplishments to date. Commander, I will instruct my fuzzies to release the hallucinogen into Startopia's air ducts as soon as possible. You will see how wonderfully it works before you can even say neurotoxin. Commander, you have successfully harvested several plants. Obviously, all those years of training have paid off by enabling you to perform such a trivial task. Commander, it appears you are making Startopia a place acceptable to visitors. Commander, I'd like to inform you that you've already successfully treated 1/3 of the aliens required. I assume you feel almost competent now. A confusing choice, Commander. I would have liked to have seen a little more finesse on your part. I mean, I didn't get my hopes up, but it would have been nice. Commander, you've already cured half the aliens that require treatment. An acceptable feat if one ignores the time it took you to perform it. Commander, unattended crates of garbage are in danger of exploding. Commander, a very ill alien with a severe form of leupolioitis has arrived at the station. You should ensure that this visitor is treated quickly as the disease is highly contagious. Prevent your visitors from being harmed at all costs. Commander, I find that the alien treatment is proceeding at a reasonable pace, considering the circumstances. By circumstances, I mean you, in case you missed that little dig the way you missed all the digs before. Congratulations are in order, Commander. You've performed reasonably well in this test scenario. Hats off. I shall record your mediocre actions in the Monument of Shame immediately. That's what I call your personnel file, Commander. You don't have to understand, it's an amusing data packet that goes back and forth between my sarcasm processor and my evaluation routine.